Hello, soulful seekers. Amanda M. Dodd here, clinical hypnotherapist and transpersonal life coach. I wanted to pop in and share with you how to prepare for your QHHT session. That's Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique by Dolores Cannon. These sessions are done in person as per the way Dolores taught it. So that is how I'm going to be doing the majority of these sessions is in person. I say the majority. All of these sessions are going to be in person. So that's a little bit different from how I generally do hypnotherapy and hypnosis, and sometimes even past life regression or life between lives or future life regression. Because those sessions I usually do online. So this is going to differ a little bit. Nonetheless, the work is going to be amazing. There are going to be just marvelous stories that come out of this for people's growth and healing, and I just can't wait to get started. So, what do you need to begin? The only key thing that is really recommended, well, there are a few things, but the main thing is a list. If you're having a session, this might be the first time you're able to ask some of these really deep, soulful questions that you've not potentially had a chance to ask before. Some of these questions can absolutely be physical. Why am I experiencing this? What is it to teach me? Can I heal this? How do I move beyond this? What do I need to change within me to grow past this? You can also ask about emotional and mental things. You can ask about relationships. Is there karma here? Have we learned everything we need to learn together? And so much more. Wanting to know about why the relationship dynamics might be the way they are. My favorite are what I call mystical questions. Mystical questions are more in line with your purpose, your soul. What are you here to experience and to share with the world? If you've had experiences that are unexplainable and deeply in touch with your soul, this is a great way to have more insights about them. I've actually had quite a few in my short little lifetime. Some of them I'm still trying to understand, and I'll actually be going for a session to delve into that more deeply. One of them that I don't often talk about because I still am trying to understand it, and it might be too weird a concept for some people. When I was 16 years old, I had a ferret that I loved very, very much. I've always loved animals. Ferrets especially will always hold a deep, special place in my heart. I had one named Daisy, who I believe a soul contract for me, and I believe that she came into my life purposefully and intentionally to awaken me. Everybody's awakening story is different, and it doesn't always come from a beautiful place right off the bat. The way that Daisy awakened me was as she was passing in the night due to many kinds of cancer, and it was just her time. I fell asleep next to her, and I became kind of lucid, dreaming, kind of astral traveling as she was passing. I remember believing I was awake. I recall sitting up in bed, and I could hear what sounded like my soul speaking. And my soul was saying to her, I love you, I miss you, thank you. And I could hear her soul also speaking back to me, a ferret, mind you. And she was saying, I miss you already. Thank you so much for everything that you've done and given me. I love you. And although I was conscious that she was passing, there was this unexplainable, unconditional love that we don't capture here on Earth nearly at the level that it is. And I was surrounded by this incredible white light, and although consciously I knew she was dying and that was going to be very hard, I couldn't get in touch with the sadness. because the feeling was so thick. It felt like a block of cheese that I could cut into. And at that moment, I had a realization, oh my God, this is what we are. This is who we are at our essence. This is where we come from. And oh my God, this is where we go back to. That's a big awakening for a 16-year-old. And I still haven't fully processed it in the way that I'd like to. I suspect that one day in the future, I may write down all of it and explore it more deeply and perhaps share it as a book, because I believe that if everybody felt that feeling and knew that experience at their core, there are so many things we would do different. We would know that we belong to each other. We would know that each and every one of us is the ocean in the drop, and not just a drop in the ocean. You are so loved. You are so needed. You are so important. And you come from a loving, very highly conscious energy that is exploring. And that's what a lot of these sessions are truly about, is having that moment of deep, deep awakening. And when we have that awakening, our understanding of life becomes so much deeper and is so much more profound. So connecting with that consciousness that I experienced at 16, and I still don't understand why I was gifted that, because there's so many people out in the world who don't get that experience, and I'm not sure what to do with that yet. But still, that's where we come from. That's where we go back to. And when we're in QHHT in hypnotherapy sessions in person, that's what you get to experience. So if you have any situations that are mystical that you can't yet define, that you want to understand better, have more information around, those are the kinds of questions that you're going to want to bring to your session. I recommend a full page, however many pages it takes, all of the questions you want to know, because you're talking to a consciousness that you've likely never spoken to before. You're accessing those deeper parts of yourself, that ocean in the drop that you don't get to do every day. So really write out your questions, everything you want to know about your purpose, your soul, your mission, how you were meant to shine in the world, and including what stops you from doing so. Bring it all of it. We're going to dig in really, really deep and learn some amazing, astounding things about you and create ripples of healing throughout your life as a result of the work. That's what I primarily want you to focus on. And of course, bring water. Be drinking water, be well hydrated, take care of yourself the day or two before. Make sure you're being well rested, proper self-care, love yourself. You need it, because when you love yourself, your cup is full. You have so much more love that overflows that you're able to share and to give, to be who you were meant to be in this world. Hopefully that answers some questions. If you have more questions, let me know. I'm happy to hear from you. Go ahead and reach out. You can reach me at amanda@healingbeyondtrauma.com, or on here if you like. Leave a comment, shoot me a private message, however you like. Happy to connect. Blessings. Bye.